Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. The beast is clean. I had a lot of salt on the beast. Almost done with the day today. We're not putting on music because I don't want to have any strikes against me. But the oil has been changed and my car seems to run smoother, which is great. I still have that problem with the front suspension. Man, I hope they send the stuff quick because I got to go downtown on Monday. So it's kind of stressful because I got to get the stuff and then I got to get a mechanic to replace it. If I'm going to do one side, I'm going to do both sides. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to mix and match and shit like that unless you're about to sell it. So I went to the BMW dealer and they're like, they didn't see the part that's moving on my car. I asked them to look at it to see what it is. And they're like, oh yeah, front suspension is fine. I'm like, okay. And I showed them the video of my wheel moving like forward and back when I drive. And even when I did a video of underneath of the car, like everything's moving. So they identify it as all good, but that's not how real life is, right? In real life, things are either working or not working. And this is not working for me. And now I can open my sunroof. So yeah, the beast is clean though. From all the salt and shit from when I went downtown over the weekend. Oh yeah. It feels smoother. It sounds quieter. So that happens when you get an oil change. So the oil changes for the beast, they charge you $250, but at BMW you could get the whole package deal for 3 years for $250. So you could either pay once or you pay for 3 years of oil changes. And then they're like, oh well, you gotta pay extra for the DEF. They want like $75 extra to put DEF in my car. I don't know if you know what DEF is. It's a diesel exhaust fluid. The shit costs like $12. Okay, I'm not gonna spend $75 for someone to like fill up the DEF tank, and the DEF tank is right next to the fuel tank. So you could even do it at a truck stop for cheap. I think they charge like $3 a gallon or something like that. And having an older car, it's always a problem, especially with these plastics on these BMWs. This engine's like half plastic. I saw DirectD was on live. Looks like he's doing lives as well. That's cool. Everybody's doing their thing. The show must go on, right? I don't blame him. He's doing his thing, you know, directly. Picking on FAPA, whatever. Not my deal. Everybody's doing their thing. FAPA's making money, DirecTV's making money. The show must go on. It's probably a whole lot better than looking at monitors all day. At some fucking, there I go, I said the F word again. At some freaking office. I mean, shit. I used to work like freaking 8-9 hours a day looking at monitor for some jack fuck treating me like shit. Treating his whole team like shit. So that's not fun. You know, I'd rather do this. We're like the Constitution police. We police the Constitution. We get rights and we test the rights. Anything? Nope. Right now I gotta go pick up the kids from school. Man, Monday's gonna suck. I gotta go to the ghetto. Southside Chicago, Chirac. Chirac. Man, I really need this suspension fixed. Because I don't want going down the highway and the shit falling apart. Fuck. You know, it's kind of stressful. Anyway, make sure you hit that like. You know, some auditors have full-time jobs. I used to. Some auditors have part-time jobs. Some do Uber. Hey, some are on food stamps, so whatever. And some are making bank. To each its own, right? Yeah, lots of driving, lots of gas. I want to show you something, but I think we're already past it. Maybe next time. There's this hill over here, and you can see Chicago from 35 miles away, like the whole downtown. It's actually pretty cool. I think my phone is able to zoom in. But anyway, yeah, I don't have time to stop though. But if you're just tuning in, I did 2 audits this morning. I usually don't like doing them live, because the trolls start calling. I experienced that one time on a just sidewalk window shopping thing, and these trolls are stupid. I don't think they understand that the show must go on. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. You do the stupid shit. You do the FOIA stuff. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge you. The panhandling stuff is good too. What do you guys like? What kind of audits do you guys like the most? Put in chat. You guys are shy today. My chat is on, right? On all visible messages. Do you ever live stream audits? Do you ever live stream? Oh, I was missing some chats. Okay. Yeah, I did. I think I live streamed one yesterday. I was just dropping off a FOIA, and the city is already well trained. Yeah, yesterday I went to Mount Prospect, just off a FOIA. So I live streamed that. I hate it when this live starts. It puts it onto top messages. It doesn't put it onto all messages. And when I have a small channel like like this, sorry. Yeah, I kind of want to see everything because there's not a lot of people in my lives. But I got a pen. I got one from Oakton. Oh, I said something. Maybe you'll see that video soon. Hey, I got my first threatening mail today, email. So, you know, that means we're headed somewhere. Someone told me to off myself. Oh, man. Guy, I hope you're using a fake email account, if that was anybody in the chat right now. Because I don't know if you know, but you don't know my background. I know how to search for people. I've been in the IT and security field for a very long time. So when you're using a Gmail account, oh my gosh. So anyway, you people using Gmail accounts to tell somebody else to off themselves, yeah, you know they have like server logs of where you're using your email account from, right? Just saying, everything is logged. So don't be stupid in sending that kind of shit. Because I'm not stupid either here. I don't understand why someone would be angry about testing our rights. I mean, it is our duty, like the law says. So why would you be offended by that? Why would anybody be offended by someone doing their duty to check on the government, to make sure it's doing things in the public interest? exposing people, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Let me tell you something. Since I worked in the government before, you're gonna expose more with the camera than through letters and getting some attorney general involved or whatnot. They don't give a shit. Once you point a camera at them, that's a whole different story. That's a whole nother level. Because nobody gives a shit that they're doing something wrong. But once they see it on video, then they give a shit. So the camera is very effective. It's like 500 more times effective than any piece of paper. And that's because people are lazy, you know. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know if it's like buried somewhere that you just exposed? It doesn't matter. No one's gonna read it. No one's gonna FOIA it. No one's gonna know to FOIA it. You first have to know that it's there to FOIA it. So you have to go on a fishing expedition. But once you point that camera at these public officials when they're doing something wrong, that's like instant exposure. It's freaking instant. And that goes a long way. So if you want to expose corruption or like the flock camera system violating our Fourth Amendment rights, the camera goes a long way. Because it gets people talking about it and they visually can see it. You do a video and you get 500 people to see it. That's 500 more than are going to see a piece of paper. That's why it works. The camera works. So when you ask me, is there anything else you're going to do? I already did it. If you saw it, I did it. Now, if they violate my rights to where they're financially hurting me, then yeah, of course. But if I expose them and they don't start doing some stupid shit like deleting videos, then it's all good. But if these idiots are going to start privacy striking, then yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. There's damages involved with that. Just like if Fox News or CNN, if someone came in and tried to take their show off the air, it's kind of like that. There's damages. Because there's exposure, and then there's the income from that as well. CNN doesn't work for free. The people that work for CNN don't work for free. The people that work for Fox News don't work for free. I don't know any reporter that works for free. So when you say, oh, you just hear in it for the money. The money's there, but the money's very little. Let me tell you. Directly and FAPA, they may be making big bucks, but not here. You're looking at maybe $200 in a month, and like I said, it doesn't even cover gas. But even that $200, you know, I do need it to pay for gas. You know, I just spent $500 on car parts, and it doesn't even include the service to put them on. That's going to be another $500, just so I could drive this car and get you guys some content, some videos. You know, people want to know what city is doing well, and people want to know what city's not doing well. You want to see that stuff. The fake news, they're not doing anything about anything. They're busy with their Trumps and the other idiots. So they're not doing any local stuff. And it's not personal. A lot of people that work for just your local city, they have no clue what they're doing. It's very evident. Try to send a FOIA about something. Sometimes they'll deny because they don't know any better. So then it's up to you to like lighten or shine the light on things. And that's kind of sad. Because they'll do whatever they can to be lazy, and now it's up to you. You have to have the burden of proof so that you can get it your way, you know, because they don't know what they're doing. Like, I'm trying to get a FOIA for something, and they're asking me, they're starting to print the papers. I'm like, did you read the email? It's a digital FOIA. I don't understand why you're printing papers. I gave you my email to send it to. So even like simple things like that, they have no freaking clue. It's nice and 55 degrees. Damn. That's like beach weather in Chicago. But the beast is clean. My phone says I need to plug you in. There we go. Alright, my homies. It's 2:21. So we'll go for another 5 minutes. I need a shave, huh? What? You know, I'm looking at these people work. One time I had a job doing leaf pickup. I was the guy hanging on the back of the garbage truck, and they had this special like scooper thing that would come down, and then a pickup truck would push it in with like a front rake thing, instead of like a snowplow, but it's like a big rake. It looked pretty funny. But I did that for like 2 weeks, and it was a very physical job. You know how good I felt? Holy shit. I think that's the best I've ever felt in my life. Doing like physical, stupid work. But then after that, I got a sedentary job, and yeah. And then you start feeling like shit because you're sitting all day. So I kind of like this doing this auditing because it makes you get out and go and do stuff and see the world and actually see your neighborhood, because a lot of people, you know, they go to work and they never see how their neighborhood changes. They never like even use their neighborhood. It's kind of weird. That used to be me. I hated it. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I gotta pick up the kids. I'll see you on the next one.